Mr. Nadkir was an exceptional human being and an exceptional teacher. I didn't study under him. I didn't study in this school. I came from Bagalkot. It was his son who was my classmate. But I became so close to him when I was superintending engineer and chief engineer here. A quintessential teacher and a quintessential human being, indeed a quintessential Indian, the kind of which are rare to come by now. Remembering that he was born way back in 1915, and he got his master's degree in English from Bombay University decades before India became independent. That was a time when working in the government was the thing to be done for prestige, for power, and for a comfortable life. To be with the sahibs and to become a sahib was the greatest ambition of all parents and all students who excelled. Here was a man who did of all subjects English in MA, that too from Bombay University, one of the prestigious universities, and having done MA in English, this person comes back to Dharwad, the backwaters. Even now, when people who have achieved something in life come back to Dharwad to settle, others say, why are you going into the backwaters? What must people have told him when he came to Dharwad with an MA in English, that to become teacher? I am reminded of only one person of this tribe, Deputy Chanbasappa, who was much older to Vishvesharaya, went to Pune, did his engineering, and when the grand old man of India, Jamshedji, Tata told him that he would send him to England, Chanbasappa told him, I had to study engineering. I wanted to do engineering, I did. But now what I want to do is I want to go back and teach my children, Kannada children, and bring back Kannada into what is now known as Southern Maratha, Doab. An engineer, he came back to Dharwad. And the collectors, British collectors, had very high regard for him because those were the days when engineers were a rarity even in England. Such are the men of whom Indian credibility and Indian greatness is built. Such are the men who have sacrificed for our sake, for the nation's sake, for the sake of the land. Such are the men who imbibe Indianness. ಧರ್ಮಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ, ಅಧ್ಯಾಪನ, study and teaching. These are the foremost duties of, pardon me, of a Brahmin. I have great regard for this word, because this word means totally different from what a common man believes. If that is so, Shivrao Nadgir really was an epitome of what Dharma Shastras said. Education meant for him formation of a wholesome individual, because he himself was a wholesome man. He was not only a mere teacher. He produced students by his status as a guru of yore, austere in his living. He loved his students. He's extremely disciplined. And austerity was written all over him. Such person really is an Indian guru. Austere in his ways, disciplined in his outlook, loving his students. He was stern but loving. to my mind, is the closest example that we can see, that we have seen, of what our gurus must have been in the Gurukulas of the olden times. This school must have been a Gurukula during his stay on the campus. By setting an example to his own life, he molded the students into disciples who inherited not only education but virtues. Those who turned out as brilliant students from Keyboards High School, they also were men of great merit. We have around us here, right now in this hall, students who studied in this school, who did extremely well when they were school students, and who later did extremely well in their higher education. And then when they joined service, they stood out as men of virtue. The school under him truly maintained the four ideals of yore in the Indian education: aditi, study; bodha, attaining knowledge; acharane, behavior or practice; and pracharana, propagation of knowledge. He had as much interest in science as in English. By his interest in science, he demonstrated that knowledge is one wholesome apple, in spite of what little slice we have been bestowed by our education system. Here was a man who took so much of interest in science, and when I went to his house, he would discuss technology and science with similar interest. The book Constitution Unriddled, about which Dr. Sharma has spoken in great detail, I only remember one evening that this book was in the making and was in his mind, when he said, "Ashok," he used to call me Ashok, "Ashok, you know the Constitution of India?" I said, "I have Constitution of India and Oxford Dictionary on my table in the office always." "How does it start?" he said. I said, "It starts "We the people of India." Then he said, "What? Who are these we the people of India?" So I remember having spent a long evening talking about who are these we the people of India. And I remember with great interest that I had said, Allama Iqbal had said, "Sir, काबिले आते गए, काबिले बसते गए, हिंदुस्तान बनता गया." I hope that is not the case. Anyway, without taking much of your time, we are all fortunate. Those who have studied under him, those who have not studied under him, but those who have known him are all fortunate, because he has given us an evidence that the values of India, that the quintessential Guru of India still lives. It's for us to recognize it and be blessed. Thank you very much.
ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಬರೋದೇ ತಡ, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆ ಬೇಂದ್ರೆಯವರ ಕಾವ್ಯದ ನುಡಿಗಳು, ಮಾಸ್ತರು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಆ ಅನ್ನದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ದಾಸವನ್ನು ತೃಪ್ತಿಪಡಿಸುವ ಆ ಗುರುಕುಲ ಅವತ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಮಣಿ ಅದ ಅಂತ